project earlier on this year called the Recovery Bag Project, which is a project that sends out recovery bags to individuals across the UK that suffer from mental illness. The bags aim to provide individuals with a bag with strategies to help them deal with their own crisis points, manage self-harm behaviours and overall aid recovery. So today I just thought I would show you a bag and talk about what goes in it, why it's in it, and why the project means so much to me. So I'll slowly take it apart and show you some things that are inside it. So first of all the items are in a bubble wrap bag, which obviously keeps them protected. Also is bubble wrap, so pop in. I might just, if you do this, it's really cool. So satisfying. So that's first of all one of the items, because I think there should actually just be a stall in every town centre that you can go and get some bubble wrap and just pop it, like on a Monday morning. I think that would be really cool. And second is a booklet that I put together, which has different things in it, different quotes, and then different activities that I found useful myself. So things like sleep hygiene, remembering to look for the small things that are good in life. So for me, I've put down number 1, that thinking that rear windscreen wipers look like wagging dogs' tails when they're going makes me smile, and it does make me smile. So that's a great thing. Then these were in the bags before and are coming back to next month's bags, which are a TY ball. So 1, they're really cute. And then 2, they're a ball, so you can chuck them, you can squeeze them, sleep with them, have a bit of comfort with them. I just thought they were really, really cute. I love soft toys, and I know lots of people like the texture of them, and the fact that they're ball shaped means that they've got a few different uses. And then obviously an old fashioned stress ball. It's got a smiley face. So maybe you can smile it as you stress it, even if you're stressed out. Maybe, I don't know. Ooh, paper laser thing, which is just quite cool. Like, if you're angry, just like smack it around. It's quite satisfying. I just want to sit and do this the rest of the time. Then a few edible items in there are popping candy, hot chocolate, polo mint, and if I can get it out, lost it now. Love hearts. So I notice that when I get distressed or angry or upset that I get weird taste in my mouth sometimes, hence the polos. Hot chocolates are really nice and calming, also can help people sleep. And then popping candy has a taste, but then also adds that other layer of the popping, so it's quite good sensation for people if they're dissociating and they need to ground themselves. Popping candy can be quite useful to help that. Obviously a face mask. Self-soothe items are really, really good. I know a lot of people have heard of self-soothe rather than self-destruct, so that's always a good thing to have. And then the project is really, really fortunate in that Lush, one of my favourite shops, as I'm sure you know, donate products to the bags to put in them. So we get different things from them each time, and then every bag will have kind of 2 or 3 items in them, and then you might have something different to your friend. Your friend's got a bag as well, but we try and mix it up. So the ones in this bag are formerly known as body lotion. So I know a lot of people, where they want to cut, will just get it and rub it in on their skin and do that. And then lip balm, which is quite a nice one because you can put it in your handbag, and you can put it in your handbag with the body lotion as well, and it's not an obvious, and it's a nice treat, because I think that's something that people find really hard to do, is to treat themselves because they don't think they deserve it or they don't think they're worth it. So it's really nice to have items in there that are the treat for a person to have, and they can self-soothe and have a bit of nice time with it. Then another item that we've had donated, which I'm really, really happy about, which will be, we're in last month's bags and will be next month's bag, is sleep spray by This Works, and it's really good. I use it every single night. I can't sleep without it, and it's a lavender pillow spray, and it's really, really nice, and it actually really does help me sleep. I was a bit not sure if that's going to work for me, but it did work for me, so that's really good. Colouring pens, again, because I think a lot of people, again, will have heard of Colour Not Destroy. So we've had, over time, different colouring books donated which have gone in bags, or there's been a lovely girl who's made some colouring sheets that have gone in bags, and we just like colouring in. And especially now, like, people used to think colouring in was a kiddie thing, but there's been a massive rise in adults buying colouring books recently, and there's so many amazing ones, and they're really, really good. So colouring pens, always really, really good. And then Post-it notes, and the first few ones have something written on them already. Because basically one of the things that I learned in therapy ages ago is you're meant to have loads of positive notes all around your house. And I know a lot of parents, if I sent people paper, would be a bit annoyed if people started sticking up blue tack or sellotape all around the house. So I decided post-it notes were a really, really good idea. Because your bathroom door, the fridge, your door as you walk in the house, your wardrobe, your mirror, your laptop, anywhere, you can just put positive post-it notes. The first one says, my illness is not my life. The next one says, I will beat this. And the last one says, smile. So in the booklet it says, please do not use these to write reminders of chores or homework notes or what you need to get from the shops. These are specifically for you to write positive and encouraging statements to put all around your house and to cheer yourself up and to have some nice positive things to remind you that you're worth it, you can do it, you don't need to feel bad, everything is possible, kind of things like that. So the next few things are Play Clay. So it's just little colour, basically Play-Doh, but not the brand, so I shouldn't have said Play-Doh, but yeah. To make little models and things like that, I find it really useful to get something in my hand and play with it, and it's quite cool because you can make things. And then the other thing you can do when you've made it, which little kids seem to love doing, is you can smush it up. That's quite satisfying sometimes to be able to smush something up. So, you can destroy, but in a creative way instead of in a harmful way. And then another thing is bouncing putty, which is really, really cool and really, really fun. But if you don't wrap it up, it will dry out. So if you've used it, you need to make sure that you wrap it up, otherwise it goes solid, but it still bounces when it's solid. So basically it's putty that you play with, but if you bounce it on the floor or chuck it against a table or something, it will bounce. So that's quite cool. And then a couple of the cutie little things in, which I put together, are worry dolls, which are basically these little dolls that I used to have when I was a kid and found them really, really comforting, and I still use them. They're called Guatemalan worry dolls, and basically they are dolls that you tell your worries to, and then you put them under the pillow, and the legend says that they'll have taken your worries away when you wake up in the morning. So just quite a nice cute thing to have. And then the next is fairy dust, which is again quite a cute thing because you do your wishes, you can just look at it, have it, keep it as a reminder that magic happens, wishes come true and all that sort of cute thing. Then we have a stretchy man, which for me is one of the core things to have because it's so cool. I know a lot of people's little brothers and sisters have been stealing their stretchy man, so keep out the reach of little ones, because it does say not 0 to 3 as well. But you stretch it, you chuck it, you can pull it apart, but then you've broken it. But it's quite fun to play with. And he's got a little smiley happy face as well, so that's good. And then magic touchable bubbles. I wasn't actually meant to say magic, I was meant to say mini. But they're quite cool because you blow them, you touch them, you can play with your pets, they're not harmful, so you can poke them and touch them or see how many you can get on the floor. And I just find them really satisfying to play with. I also just popping bubbles, but I find that quite satisfying. Then these, I don't even know what they're actually called, it's squishy fobbly. For me, I just call it a squishy thing, so basically it's got the textures. Again, it's got a little face, it's got eyes. But you can squidge it, and these are key rings, and we also have one which is this gooey stuff in a net, so again, you can squish it and have it, which is quite cool. These are water beads, which we've only just put in recently, but are really, really cool. Basically, you put them in water for a few hours, and they swell up to make these little balls, and they're really bouncy and really good kind of sensory item to have, so I find them really funky. Then we have lavender, because that's just good to have. It's calming, you can smell it, you can put it under your pillow, you can put it anywhere sort of thing. A little bouncy ball, because again, quite satisfying to just bounce. You can spend hours just throwing it, catching it, bouncing it, looking at it, doing whatever you want to do with it. Elastic bands, because I'm sure a lot of people have heard about having elastic bands and doing the pinging, so we try and include them in all the bags. And then a lot of people's favourite items is, in fact I'll get it out of the packet, I should have got it out of the packet before I started. It's a little mood light in the shape of an elephant, so it changes colour, and I find it really soothing. Whenever I go to bed at night, I'll have my mood light on, and it's just really calming. Again, another nice sensory item to have, and I really like it. And it's cute because there's a little elephant. So basically, we send out these bags to people across the UK, and the aim is to help them reduce their self-harm behaviours and encourage them in their recovery. All the items in the bag are kind of like a tester thing, so in the future, if they really like the magic bubbles, the touchable bubbles, not the magic bubbles, they can go out and get a big size one. So people don't want to spend lots of money on trying things that might not actually help them. So these introduce them to new ways that could help them. And it's really cool, and I really, really like doing it. We have a fundraising page which is on GoFundMe, which is gofundme.com/recovery bag project, and I'll post a link to it below somewhere to donate, because the project does obviously cost money to run every single month, and we can't do it without donations, so that'd be really cool if anyone wants to donate. Okay, thank you for watching. I hope it all makes sense. Bye!